Looking for scaffolding in and around London? All London Scaffolding is your go-to choice. Reliable, reasonable and polite. Click the link below or visit the website to claim your discount. Oi, oi, oi! We've got the proper guys now. We've got the professionals. So give it a rest.
Stay there. Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got lead judges with me. We've just beaten Wolves 2-0 here at Molineux. A lot of fans have come on today and said, we weren't good today, Lee.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care. It was all about the result today. You know, play another 5 games like that, and that's what you've got to do. You could tell today that the pressure was there. You could see it.
That's all you kept saying today was pressure, 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 pressure.
You can see it, but that's what these games are. You know, Wolves are a team that are mid-table. They've got no pressure on them. They're just going to go out. And if they win today, they win. If they lose, they lose. It ain't going to end their season. But for us today, a draw ends our season. So, yeah, of course there was pressure on there today. And it showed at times. But
does that not worry you, though, Lee? We've got another load of games coming up. We've still got Spurs away, United away. Like, isn't that the pressure going to be a lot for the boys then? Do you see Arsenal falling apart further down the line?
Listen, you learn.
Yeah.
You learn from games, and that was a game there where we learned from. Okay. We learned from what we done there today. But the massive positive was, yeah, we didn't play particularly well in certain areas and all that, but we got the job done. You know, it wasn't easy. Anybody, I had to say this was a banana skin for us today, like, you know, and we've come along and got the result. One of the reasons that we got the result today was because we're defensively sound, you know. And listen, we was breached once, I think, in the whole game, yeah. And then Raya made a very, very good save, you know, onto the post. Other than that, I don't think like Raya was bothered as much, you know. When I look back at this time last season, our goal was being peppered, yeah, and Ramsdale was having to make save after save after save. If you have a look at it this season, you know, you come into a game like Wolves, Raya's making one save, which is probably about right. But yeah, there were certain things today that you'd be a little bit worried about, if you'd be really honest. But at the end of it, you know, listen, all teams at this moment in time are finding it difficult. Yeah. Like, you know, I don't think Manchester City are going to go away and breeze every single game. 3 or 4 weeks ago, we was winning 5-0, 6-0. Only a couple of weeks ago that we was having a comfortable day in Brighton, which we thought was going to be tough.
Yeah, that's true.
But as you get nearer the line, yeah, you get a little bit wary, a little bit tired. Like,
squeaky bum time, Julian said.
Well, I don't know about that, but like the marathon's coming up tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that when they see that finishing line, it's that you're a little bit tired and that, and something has to get you over. And what gets you over things like that is not what's in the legs and whatever. It's in the mentality, and also top-class midfield players.
I was going to move me perfectly onto that because I know you would want to speak about it. Man who in Bayern, you know, was over there in Germany, didn't have an amazing game in defensive midfield, Declan Rice, but today, Lee, I just need you. I know he was sitting next to me,
purring over him, like, you know. I'll be really honest, mate. Call me dramatic, call me whatever. If he isn't in that team today, we don't win that game because he breaks up play, you know, and he makes it look easy. That last 20 minutes, I felt we looked a little bit jaded, a little bit tired, and rightly so, you know. But he was winning his tackles, winning his ball. I don't know if you see at the end, Jorginho made an effort and went over and see him because, you know, he appreciated what he done, and I thought he was fantastic. And I don't care what anybody says, right? Yeah. Kai Havertz was up there as well today. Like, I thought we had an outstanding game of football. You know, people will go, "What are you on about?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, have a look at him, like winning his tackles, winning this, holding it up, knowing when to play and when not to play the ball and all that. He played really, really well today, and I'm going to give Mikel a lot of credit today because, you know, a lot of people have turned around and said if it's not fixed, don't change it. That means I'm going to bring somebody else in midfield today. He didn't. He put Havertz in there, which probably didn't work in the game against Aston Villa, but he went with it again today. Brave, and it works, you know. So listen, there's a lot of questions being put on Mikel, and I said, you know, I think on the Invincible,
he's under pressure.
Well, if he draw and lost this game, he would have done. Like, you know, I get that. There'll be questions. That doesn't mean that, we know people go, oh, because you're questioning it. It doesn't mean to say that you want him sacked and things like that and whatever. Like, but there was pressure on the manager today, and he's come back 2-0, delivered it in my opinion, and that's what you want. You know, because at the end of the day, I think maybe last season and the season before, we might have drawn this game and lost it, but today we haven't. You know, and the biggest positive I can say about it, under all the pressure that you think was on that game through what's happened in the past and everything like that, he got the result.
Yeah.
He got the result.
That's the main thing.
Without playing at our very, very best, he still got the result. So that's all that you can say. And at the end of it,
that's a good point. A lot of players don't have great games today, but we got the result. I think that's what's key. How big, is the next game for Arsenal? Because you were sat there saying the next two, and how big is that Chelsea game?
Massive.
Yeah.
And then, but it's only the game we've gone Tuesday now is massive because we've won today, right? It will the Tottenham Hotspur game will become massive and even bigger if we get the job done against Chelsea. The reason what we've got to do is put pressure on Manchester City, and the way you put pressure on Manchester City is going right. By the time you run out against Brighton, you are 4 points behind us, and you cannot afford to make a mistake.
Is that a different pressure? Is that something that you think
We'll see. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what, if I'm a Manchester City player, I'd rather Arsenal lose here and draw here and lose to Chelsea and be like no points and going in against Brighton. You've got to put pressure on them, and the way to do that is by winning games of football. Arsenal have got to win 6 games. Now that might not be enough, Cecil. At the end of it, you can say that's not enough. But what you've done is you've not crumbled, you've not wilted, you've gone toe to toe with them, and if they've got it in their locker to win 6 games, you have to hold your hands up and say fair play.
So for you just to end it on quickly then. So if we win our 6 games, but City still win the title, is there for you questions over Mikel Arteta for that, or do you say fair enough, mate? Like you've done all you can?
Well, there's always going to be questions because you look at our away form and you think it's been very, very good to a certain degree, but the home form, that Aston Villa game will come back. But you can say that about loads of games.
6 wins on the bounce. If you lose out to City, if you've done that, you've gone away to Spurs and United.
Listen, Liverpool lost 1 game. And didn't win the league. You're up against something that's completely different in terms of everything like that. And it's different for us where we've been challenging for top 4. I don't know how everybody feels about it, but since I've been challenging for the title, it's gone up a level. It's different. You can win. You can lose 10 games and still get top 4. You can't lose 5, 6 and expect to win the title. There's different levels, and we've gone into that level. And who's got that in there? Mikel Arteta, Edu, and this team. And at the end of it, they've let us down perhaps a couple of times, but at the end of the day, you got that today. I'm proud of the players today because that was a tough. Forget about what everybody says. Mentally, that was tough today. After 30, 40 minutes, I'm thinking it. Oh, we're going to lose it in the second half. We're going to be like this, you know what I mean? But they responded. Great bit of play from Jesus. We get the goal. Fantastic goal by Trossard. You know what I mean? And whether he meant it or not, I don't know. But I don't care. I don't care. He's got the goal. We go 1-0 up. Big goal. Big goal. And then we see it out. And that's what you got to do. Listen. Every Arsenal fan now, enjoy your Sunday, enjoy your Monday, because Tuesday's going to be hell.
Thank you.